Hello everyone, it's Yogi here. I hope you're doing well. And I hope you had some nice food and a restful sleep from the marathon last night. And nice and fresh, ready to be here to join me for a spot of stitching today. So today is Sunday and it's our festive stitching day. And so it's nice and easy. And you can stitch anything that's festive, whether it's Halloween like me, or you can do your Christmas stitching. I know quite a few of you have already started. I mean, every day is Christmas, so perfect. And today, I'm really looking forward to this. I miss my alien dolly here. And I think last week, we missed the last week Sunday stitching. So we're going to make up for it today. Okay. So this piece is actually a group selection. We run a sort of quite a casual kind of poll from on our Facebook group there, and this one came on top and is suggested by our gentleman stitcher Steve there. So this is group's favorite, so this is the piece I'm stitching. I'm loving it. So this piece is called Spooky Season, totally appropriate, and this is the markup. So you probably notice in terms of style, it's not full coverage, but mostly covered, okay? And there are 4 different panels, and just like the 6 portals, okay? But we have 4 portals here and much cheaper in price. And my starting point is the little kitty, of course, what else? And I think I made good progress, okay? And if you want this pattern, it's never too late. The link is in the description. It's from Etsy. Okay, so no affiliation there. This is a group favorite and voted by everybody. And so I've got a head of a little kitty here. And I'll talk a little bit about how I'm going to proceed today. But before that, of course, first thing, I want to show you my app, okay? App first, and to show you the stats right now, just give you a general idea. So this is the totality of the piece here. So I'm on the kitty panel, and I notice that everybody's doing different panels. There are people that start from a little bit of each panel, and some of us are focused on a specific panel. So everybody has different approach here. So in terms of stats, let's have a look. Not that one. This one. Okay. Percentage on the upper left there, 5.4. So I'm very close to 5.5, obviously. And will I be able to make it to 6 today? Who knows? Your guess is just as good as mine. And this piece has 24 colors. If you look at the left panel at the bottom there, that's the number of colors. So nice and easy, no confetti, pretty much. And so I'm going to start a new sprint here, okay? And allow the sprint to capture my stitches today. See if it will come up. And this will count every single stitch I'm doing today. And at the end of every session, the regulars know by now, we play a little game called Guess My Stitches. Okay, so you get to guess my stitches as it says on the tin. Okay, so keep your eye on what I'm doing here, okay? It's riveting stuff, riveting stuff. So let me say hello to all of you. Welcome. The first one to report to the chat is our Steve here. Yes, it was Steve that suggested this panel here. Let me get my tech ready here. Yes, it's our Steve. Welcome. And Alandra is also here joining us as well. Yes, Alandra is definitely looking forward to this one because we didn't get to do it last week. Yes, and Irene as well is joining us. Happy Sunday stitching, absolutely. And we also have Betty Lou Taylor joining us, Chloe C, and our Joyce Stitchy Dutchy joining us, and Brittany as well. Brittany is gonna be be a lurker today, you're welcome to lurk. Welcome to lurk. And Leslie as well, welcome. And Anna is back with us. And Laura, welcome, welcome. Vadu is also here as well. And Everyday Creator, welcome, guys. And Everyday Creator says, my goodness, Yogi, you are indeflagible. Hello, happy Sunday. Yes. It's all the power yoga I've been doing, and the chocolate, yoga and snacks. Yes. And Ashley says, hi, hey everyone, and Ebony, welcome. And Wendy as well. And Susan, my love, is joining me as well in the UK. And Mandy Moran and Jackie Turner. Angela L is also back here. Welcome. And Jamie as well. Jamie Womack. And Jess as well, welcome. And Michelle Brown as well. And Claire B. Guys, really, welcome. So good to see you, my fellow athletes. And so, this piece, I've been working on the head area. You can tell that I've made really good progress here. So the hat area is almost finished, the top of the kitty. There are a few stitches here on the left here. I'll probably catch up. Once I've done that, I'm going to move downward. I'm going to give my dolly a little body here, okay? And once I've done the kitty, most of it, I think my plan will be filling in the rest of the panel here. Nice and easy here. At this point, I think I'm going to approach one panel at a time. I really want to finish the kitty panel here before I move on. Okay, one step at a time. So this piece, yes, this is 16 count, so slightly smaller stitches than 14, obviously, but not super large, not tiny. So it's really good if you want an easy stitching session here. And also, as I said, no confetti pretty much. And so the floss I'm using is CXC, so it gives me really nice coverage here, even though it's 16 counts. And the fabric here, it looks quite pale, but it's actually got a sort of sandy tint to it. And it's quite appropriate. It's kind of a pumpkin color, kind of tone there. So with that, I am going to pick my first color here. And as I said, I want to, for the sense of completion, I would like to finish a little bit left over with the ear here and maybe a couple of stitches over there. It's hard to tell. Oh, I think these ones I've done, but there are a few stitches on the left here. And let me bring on my app view here so you can see there's still a few stitches on Dolly's right ear there. So I want to complete that, and then I'm going to move down. And just so you know, there are 3 stitches I haven't marked from the last session, okay? So minus 3 stitches for my count today, okay? Every stitch count. So I just fill in 3 stitches there. No cheating, okay? When it comes to stitch counts, I do not cheat. I cheat on other things, okay? Yes, hush, hush. But when it comes to stitch counts, totally transparent for a change. Okay, here we go. So my first color would be 3042. It's a slightly purple tint to it, but a little bit grayish. 3042. And guys, let me know what you're working on and your power drinks and power snacks. I need to know. And some of you might be working on a Halloween theme piece. Some of you might be Christmas. And I still need to sort out my Christmas stitching there. My plan is to get a beaded kit. And I keep forgetting to order it. I really need to get my act together and get it going there. And so I can start sort out the fabric. Well, actually, it's a kit, so I don't need to sort out anything. If I do get the beaded kit for Christmas, then there's nothing I literally have to do. So that's a good thing. It comes in a kit there, okay? Let's have a look there. Salita is joining us as well. Welcome. And Rose as well. Good to see you, Rose. I trust you're not working today. It's a Sunday, isn't it? And Susan. Susan's working on Woodland Santa, drinking coffee. Very nice. I do have a coffee going as well because, today I thought I couldn't make it to the stream because I did have a emergency cover late in the afternoon, sort of early evening. Let me have a sip of a coffee. So in my mind, I was thinking if I was running later, I might not be able to make it to the stream, at least around this time. And luckily, I managed to finish the class promptly and made it back. So there you go. So I'm drinking coffee, as a reward to myself. And Leslie is working on sleigh ride. So it sounds like a Christmas theme. And an ornament by Donna Gazing. Is it Gelsinger? Jasinger? It's from Hade and drinking water. Very festive. Water is, suitable all year round. And a walk charm tonight for Serena. And Jess is working on, is it Lanate Secret, Stitch Along, and drinking tea. Oh, that's a new one. And hibiscus and raspberry tea. Very nice, very therapeutic. So amazing. And Christian is still working on traveling library and drinking raspberry lemonade. I know it's so tempting to go back to that piece as well because, with new starts, you just want to get a few more stitches going. Absolutely, absolutely wonderful. And Wendy is working on Stitcher's book club and drinking Diet Pepsi. Oh, makes me want to have a Diet Coke there. I might grab one in a bit. Beautiful. And Serena is drinking chocolate. Hot chocolate. It can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. I think next session, or at least next couple of days, I want to get my hot chocolate sorted. I haven't got the milk. I'll probably get some almond milk there, and I make myself a nice cup of chocolate. It's just that kind of season, isn't it? Right. So let me just double check here. Oh, hang on a second, guys. I need to pause my sprint here. So last time I did not catch up. Why don't I just delete this one, right? Let's start fresh. Let's start fresh there. So what's happening here? I can see I've got a few stitches on the left I've already done, but partially done. And that's why I didn't mark all of them. So it means I actually did a few more stitches than the total count, okay? But it's all right. Let me just mark these ones and we'll start a new sprint, okay? No problem. So let me just mark these ones correctly. Does that look correct? Okay, so everything is caught up, I think. Oh, and those ones aren't the number 4 here. Okay, that's done. Wonderful. So we can go back to the sprint. I'm going to start a new one, okay? So start from 0, no cheating, and I'm going to fill in the rest of the stitches here. You see, sometimes at the end of the session, I forget to fill in the final ones. It happens quite a few times. So I just get too excited. I just want to get to the final total. Not doing myself justice. I'm actually a lot faster than the rumor, okay? So here we go. And so with this one, I'm having 2 strands, 1/1, and I'm folding my thread in half so I can do my loop start. I feel like I haven't done loop starts for ages because I'm doing single strands a lot recently. So Alandria is doing my little corgi dressed like a bee. What? That's the design. So let me get this right. The piece is a corgi dressed like a bee as a gift for friends. Okay, nearly finished. I'm drinking white Zinfandel. What is that? Is that herbal tea? I'm not familiar with that one. And sorry, Steve. Oh goodness. Steve says I finished the grass under the kitties. Oh, the flowers. Okay, working my way up. So maybe my chance for a spooky bingo. So Steve is working on the same panel as me now. Yes, I think 310 is on the horizon there. If you're working on this panel. And Ebony is working on Hate and Mini Gardener Paradise by Donna Kessinger. So the same artist we just mentioned earlier, very popular. Wonderful. And not Darchi. Joyce is working on Summer in Cobblestone Village Max Colors by Thomas Kincaday. Kincaday? Yes, I'm very good at butchering names. You should know by now. I'm not aware of this piece from Joyce, actually. Joyce has got some quite a few secret webs going on there without me knowing. Oh, very sneaky. And drinking chamomile and fennel tea. Very, very nice. No snacks as I've been up sick all night. Joyce, what is happening to you? Why are you up sick all night? I hope it's okay. Maybe exhaustion from the marathon. I hope you're feeling better. That tea sounds very therapeutic. And Steve is asking, Yogi, when are you thinking of starting Christmas sale? I think I'll start right after Halloween. So Halloween is end of the month, right? So in the beginning of November. That would be sensible, wouldn't it? So we have a finishing, hopefully, of some sort with this piece for me. And some of you probably finish a lot more, maybe the entire piece, who knows? Steve is only doing 3 panels, so the chance of him finishing is great. And even though he's cheating a little bit, you know, he left out 1 panel. But maybe some of you get to finish this piece and we can celebrate wherever you are by then. And we start the Christmas sale. Okay, so get your Christmas pattern ready. And if you need inspirations, there is a photo album on our group, and that with pieces that's suggested by everybody there. Originally, I wanted to do a sort of a group a vote like this one with everybody, but now everybody's doing on some of you already doing working on Christmas already. So I think I'll just leave it to everybody and just pick one you like that's Christmas themed and just join in. I think that's quite good as well. So, and let's have a look. And Vadu, he says, the cat is staring, but yes, it's staring a little bit, okay, but in a loving kind of way. And this is my my alien dolly, so she's probably looking at me with love there, you know, and maybe she's hungry. I don't know. It's alien sort of a kitty here, so I don't know how they express their hunger. Maybe it is by staring at me until I serve them some food, and if I don't, yes, they probably will pounce on me. I don't know. I'll find out. If I suddenly go off live, that's probably alien kitty attacking me. But of course not. Of course not. Alien kitty is just as loving as my regular kitty. Here. So I'm going to fill in these ones here. So the top of my kitty will be finished. That will be really nice. And I'll move downwards with the body. And I at some point, Steve and me might meet somewhere in the middle there. We'll be doing spooky bingo everywhere, like no one's business. But I'm quite looking forward to do, there's little flowers at the bottom there. They look really sweet. I didn't even notice them until today when I looked down the pattern. I tend to just focus the area I'm stitching. And River, hello. River says, it's looking good. Thank you, River. I know. It's pretty neat, isn't it? And it's so nice to do a pattern like this. It's like a little palette cleanser, a little side dish, and it's festive. It's quite lovely. After the vigorous session yesterday, and this is perfect. And Alien Dolly's got green eyes. Right, so this is the last stitch, I think, around the head. And I'm going to just find a spot and do a tuck in here. So hopefully the back of the fabric is relatively tidy. So, right, beautiful. So the little head of Dolly is finished, really pretty, and I'm moving down. Okay, I'm moving down to the body here of our little Dolly here. So I'm going to move the fabric up a little bit more. And I'm going to just do it, maybe focus on the outline here. And then start to fill in the center. That sounds like a plan. So I had to get up pretty early this morning. So after the marathon yesterday, we just passed midnight, and it probably took me about half an hour. And then I just realized that, it's sleepy time. It just suddenly hit me. And but I managed to wake up at around 6:30, 7 o'clock this morning, so not too bad. 169, and it was a really, really good class today. And in the morning, 169, and then I got a call to help out another teacher in the afternoon as well, so I did that. So I had a little bit of break, after the morning class. So it wasn't too bad at all. It's just that it was running a little bit later, a little bit close to the streaming time, our regular time. So I was panicky a little bit. I thought, well, maybe we won't be able to make it again, and I really want to do some festive stitching here with you. So I'm going to start from the left here and create the outline, for our little kitty here. Abney says, I think you want a Christmas full coverage to stitch over the years. Yes, I think that's one option. I think quite a few of you are doing that, right? If you're doing Hate and only stitch around Christmas, you're probably not looking to finish it in one go. That's one possibility, because what I can do is the beaded kit that I'm looking to get is quite small. It's kind of, a fun piece, and I'm really curious about working with beads as well, so I want to try that. So what I can do is I can have work on that one, and also pick one that's maybe a bit more involved, like a piece from Hade, full coverage. If I can find one I like, if you have suggestions, let me know. I haven't come across one that's, suited to my liking from Hade anyway. I need to look again. And if I can find one, and I'll have that alongside my beaded project, because the beauty project, there's healthy possibility for me to finish it. I was just looking at the pattern. It's really a fun project, and then I can swap. I can cycle that piece with another piece that's full coverage as well. It would be quite nice, yes, to have a project that you work throughout the years. It's a sense of continuation, and maybe in 50 years' time, I'll be able to finish it at Christmas. How nice would that be? So this is actually a gray color. So this is not quite the outline for the body yet, but this is outer kind of background color. Mandy says, I'm starting the same pattern as the group and drinking coffee. Oh, so with this one, you're working on spooky season as well. Are you doing panel by panel? Or you're doing, I know at least one person actually doing 4 panels at the same time from the top. So the person has got patience of Superman, actually doing the background stitching around the panels, and then working towards the juicy bits, like the kitties, the pumpkins, the tombstone, and the little ghost. It's a very cute ghost. And this reminds me, the other day on our group, someone posted a question. The person is just agonizing over an issue of 2 strands threads, if I understood correctly. 2 strands when it's folded over or stacked together, right? The end, if you start off really even, clearly mine isn't. And I think I started even. So I folded the thread in half, so that 2 ends actually together here, if I can see. So it makes sense, right? If you fold it over, you probably line them up side by side. But as you're stitching, and gradually it turns into this. So they kind of start to, some would become shorter than the other side. And it's happening right here, and it happens every time. And I didn't even know it was a thing. I didn't know it was a problem because it just happens like that. And it's not a problem for me. I just snip the end off. You can tell with my thread here, they're totally different, even though they started the same length, and gradually, for whatever reason, one just becomes shorter than the other. It doesn't bother me at all. So when I saw that post, I was smiling because I thought, well, I didn't even know it was a problem. Anybody would be, bothered by it. So it probably just shows we're different, and it's so interesting. Ebony says, I have a video in my channel about how I do beading. Oh, here we go. Yes, if you don't know, Ebony is a floss tuber. She's got a lovely channel, and she's saying that she's got a video about beading. Yes. Can you, Ebony, can you post that link to our group so we can get to it? I need to learn it as well, so I'll definitely watch it. Thank you, Ebony. Yes. It's I'm sure it's not too complicated. It's just that I've never done it, and I'm really intrigued by how to do it properly. So I'll definitely watch the video. Thank you, Ebony. We have many floss tubers here. Our Joyce is also a floss tuber. She's just trying to hide it, okay? But I'm going to out her as a floss tuber. And Ebony, of course, as well. And we also have Nikki, who's not here today, but Nikki Stitchy is also a floss tuber. So we're graced by these beautiful floss tubers in the chat, in the channel. River says, I have a long winter's nap by Donna Gaysinger. Wow, and another one. Does she do a lot of oh no, it's not Christmas theme, isn't it? I was about to say maybe she's doing a lot of Christmas themed pieces, but she's popular. I need to look her up. And River says, I've been wanting to start, but not sure when I'll get around to it. Oh, now would be a good time, River. you know how it works. And Leslie says, my long-term Christmas project is a Christmas Carol by Dean Morrissey. For once, not much sky. Yes, no sky for me, Leslie. If a piece has got a huge patch of the sky, I'll probably just go, whoa, it's a beautiful piece, but, you know, I'm just not going to survive that. Yes, a little bit of sky is fine. Okay, I'm going to end this thread here. Whoops. Let's have a look. Let me, if I can finish it without incident. See, I lost the needle. It kind of slide off from this thread here. Let me snip this off. Sometimes I do that, so just easier to rethread. I don't believe there's a way you can just keep the ends completely lined up, because as you stitch, particularly two strands, sometimes, you know, the strands will kind of not twist over, but will stack on top of each other in a different order, and naturally it would take up, you know, sometimes we would take up a little bit more thread for one strand. I think it's perfectly fine, right? It's not a problem. So these two are done. Mandy, starting from top left. Okay, so the first panel, upper left. So everybody has different strategies. And with this one, I'm going to leave out the bottom a little bit and go for a little bit of a 310 here, I think. This symbol is 310, and that's the outline of the kitty here. Quite fancy a little bit of 310 here, so time for spooky bingo from everyone here. Go. So I'm going to take a strand of 310. I'm going to take two strands, actually, two pieces. And instead of folding the single strand in half, I'm going to take two pieces and bring them together and make them a little bit longer. Because I've got quite a lot of 310 stitches. So I want to make them a little bit longer. So I'm lining up the top of the two pieces, okay, like that. And I'm going to do the same with the bottom one, okay, just as an experiment. I'm going to snip the end so it's perfectly tidy right now, okay, together. And let's see what happens by the time I'm done with these two pieces. So everything's lined up perfectly right now. Maddie, welcome. Maddie's budget corner is here. And Silver is also here as well. Welcome, Silver Stitches. Oh dear, River says the piece is a Santa napping with a kitty. My goodness. That's one combination that probably many of you cannot resist when it comes to Christmas piece. I've never seen one that Santa is actually sleeping and with a kitty as well. Two. Building the outline there. Wendy says, I have 3 Christmas theme by Donna Josinger. One day I'll pronounce it correctly. I just trying different combinations to see which one sticks. It's Cozy Christmas, Christmas House, and Candlelight Christmas. And check out her pattern. You'll probably find something you like enough to stitch. I definitely will. Sounds like a good artist to look up Christmas pieces. I definitely will. Thank you. This is so relaxing. Silver says, I've fallen head over heel with 1 strand stitching, and it will be 25 counts for me from now on. Oh, for 25 counts all the way. But it's nice to have some variations of different counts or different type of fabric, because I did 25 1/1 for maybe over 2 years, pretty much all the way with every single piece. And then, I just got a little bit fatigued, because after a while, even though I was stitching on different pieces, but the stitching experience, in terms of, it was no longer a challenge. Or something like that. I just kind of just got into a place that I wasn't as excited stitching anymore. So that's why in the beginning of the year, I decided just, take off and do something different. I started experimenting with different fabric counts. I went back to many of my 14 count pieces, and also 10 stitches as well. So that was really nice to do those. And now, I'm loving full cross again, and I'm loving 25 counts as well, but I'm really loving 28 counts right now. It's just really wonderful to stitch. So I'm really happy that I tried it. Joy says, my cobblestone village has a lot of sky. Oh, better you than me, Joyce. River says, still working on Fingers of God today. Oh, that one is very hard to stitch, isn't it? Is it the one that's got like a golden sky? And just, talking about sky, this one is kind of a lot of orange sandy tone and just a patch, acres and acres of sky. No chance I'll survive that. One, two, three, four. So Silva says she does not celebrate Christmas. Yeah, Christmas is not for everyone. It's not mandatory. You can celebrate other things. Just celebrate life. How's that? I love this little kitty. It's got orange nose. River says, I'm converting this piece to diagonal stitching. I love the look of a nice crisp diagonal line. Hopefully I can keep up with it. Oh, no chance I can. I've tried the really, really neat diagonal pieces. I can probably do, well, I have done diagonal block by block. But the really straight line, like just diagonal like this. Oh, I like looking at them when other people working on it, but I just cannot do that for some reason. It's too neat. I just want to mess it up. I just want to go, yeah, let's just make it a little bit fuzzy. How's that? Oh, hang on. This one is not correct. Very close, very close. No frogging, no frogging. Abby says, I'm doing 25 2/110 on this piece today. It's lovely. Yes. It's nice to change it up. Susan says, celebrate winter. Yes, why not? Celebrate that, our breaths. Just having our breath and heartbeat. This is so relaxing. I love it. Silver says, I found Saga on my phone earlier, but you need to pay for it, and I spent enough money today on huge diamond painting of a cross-stitch project. I have UFO'd. All right, now that's a thing, is it? I ordered it as a massive 120 by 150 centimeters. Okay, that's huge. I've never done diamond painting, so, but it sounds like a big project. Yes, Saga on iOS, you have to pay for it. You know, and rightly so. It's a great app. The fact it's free on Android is kind of a courtesy from the dev team, because they're not able to monetize it on the Google Shop, App Shop, which is scandalous. But otherwise, yes, it's an app definitely worth paying for. And I'm glad it's not subscription. You know, it's one-off payment. And they update it on a regular basis, I'm sure. It's a very, very well made app. Oh, Silva. Silva doesn't like Christmas, and she also hates winter. Silva says from November to February is my least favorite time of the year. Oh, Silva. Yeah, well, winter is nice. It's nice and fresh. The air is crisp. And celebrate every day. I think every day is worth celebrating. And we celebrate it by stitching together. Here we go. I'm going to just follow the stitches. Okay. Kimberly says, hi Yogi and everyone, I'm lurking today because I'm organizing my CXC floss I got yesterday. Yay! Yes, how wonderful. Did you get a full set? It makes sense to get a full set of CXC. I love stitching with CXC. It's just, it's quite fluffy. I love DMC as well, don't get me wrong. But some projects is just perfect with CXC, like this one. It's got really, really nice coverage. And there's a slightly kind of more fluffy texture, because DMC threads are very sort of spun quite tightly together. And it's very neat. But with CXC, it's almost like stitching it's a velvet kind of fluffy thingy, whatever that is. So I'm not doing too badly with the ends here. They're still relatively together. Look at this. It kind of frayed a little bit, but relatively together. Oh, Anna says Spooky Bingo 310. Yes. I think today we're going to get a lot of a 310 Spooky Bingo. And Steve says, I love the no yarn work factor of winter. More stitching time. Right, yes. Steve, it's got a big yard. I can't remember how big that was. It's huge considering I have a tiny little London patio right here. Steve's yard probably feels like Hyde Park in comparison. But I think when you have a lot of outdoor space, and it depends on what you do with it. You know, you probably have a lot, a lot of things you have to do to maintain it. For me, very little. I don't even have that many plants outside because I'm just not good at it. So over time, I just stopped getting plants. Just so I don't have to watch them die, which is quite sad. I just haven't got that gardener's magic touch. The green fingers. I just don't have it. So Kimberly's got a full set. How exciting. Did you get the single label or double label? You know, I've got 2 sets of CXC already. That's enough to last me for like 3 lifetimes. But I am curious about the double label because both sets I've got, they're single label and I wasn't even aware that there was a double label version, you know, more similar to DMC kind of packaging till very recently. So I've learned it here from you guys. And I'm curious to see if the texture is different in any shape or form. So I might get another set at some point. Haven't got around to that yet. Oh, so here, this is what happens at the end. Not bad for this round. Sometimes, you know, like the last one, they're totally different, but this time there is some difference here, but not too much, so it done really well. I don't mind either way actually. But it's just interesting to see. I never really thought about it. I think I'm going to continue with 310. I think that was fun. I want to go around the outline of the alien dolly here. And I'm going to take a sip of my coffee here. And I also have some mint tea here as well in a flask. So it will be still nice and hot when I get to it. 2 pieces. But coffee first. So River agrees, it's like stitching velvet. Hey, Alison Rennie. She says, good evening, working on spooky season. Yeah, join me. I'm only doing one first panel from top down. First panel will be the ghost. Almost at the ghost right now. Finally completed my master set. That was definitely a marathon. Master set for DMC or CXC? It's definitely a great idea to have a master set. If you have more than, I don't know, 3 webs, that's all of you. Maybe other than Vaduhi. Vaduhi's got 1. I don't believe you. I bet you've got more. You're just hiding them. So this one, I'm going to do it again as well to see what happens. See if different pieces create different results. So they're totally lined up right now. Okay. It makes life so much easier. Like yesterday, we started a new web. I did nothing for, nothing I had to do to kit it up because I've got everything there. Well, not everything. I don't know if I've got everything, but I'll just top it up if I come across colors I haven't got on my set there. So it's very easy. Very easy, no stress there. Because kitting up a max color project, I remember the first time I did it with a little cake shop, it took me a good 3 days, and I was getting increasingly impatient because I was just so eager to stitch it. But now I can just start any project whenever I want, which is dangerous, but fun. Joy says, no chance of spooky bingo here. All is bright blue. Oh. Yeah, sounds like sky to me. Silver's done 120 stitches today. Amazing. The day is still young. So Kimberly's got a single label one. That's the same as what I've got here. Silver says the problem with CXC is that they no longer have all the DMC range, at least 35 colors are missing. Yes, indeed. I mean, there is an official CXC from 0 to 35, the first 35 colors. But to be honest, those colors don't really appear that frequently, at least from the patterns I'm stitching. You know, I think Heaven and Earth, they're probably aware that they're slightly harder to get hold of. So maybe they don't use them that frequently unless they have to. And so if I come across the first 35 from CXC, which this piece actually has at least one, then I'll just cheat with DMC. It's not a problem. So I don't think you can tell the difference. But I think for the value and also the stitching experience and the coverage sometimes you need for certain pieces, I think it's absolutely a great idea to have a set of CXC at your disposal. Lakika says, I have 2 whips now, so I am I am fancy now too. Lakika, join the club. First 2 of many more, okay? I see every single project as a world that I enter. You know, like this world is very different from the one where I was yesterday. It's the world you enter, and you recreate that world from the pattern right in front of you, because you can look at the pattern and think it's absolutely beautiful, but with every stitch you're building that world in your world, you know, and it becomes reality. And as you're stitching a piece, you're in that world, and it's wonderful. So why having only one when you can have 20, okay? It makes sense. It makes absolute sense. Christian says, I just finished another 1,000 stitches for the day on traveling library, switching to a Middle Earth map now for a couple of days. Christian, you don't make it easy for yourself, do you? Well, that Middle Earth piece, yes, it's known to us as brown blobs, coined by Joyce. Totally appropriate. It is, yeah, they're just blobs of brown brown things. I don't know. Again, better you than me. So I'm just gridding a little bit with my little blue pen here. I am going to draw a few more at the bottom here. I'm going to count carefully. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let me recount. I don't trust myself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, good. It's better be safe than sorry. There were occasions I only counted 9 and not even noticing till later. I'm going to do one more actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. There you go. And I got a really lovely text from one of my teachers. You know, before I became a teacher myself, I had many teachers. I still do have many teachers. And so I've got a really lovely text from one of my teachers. And because you guys are probably aware, on Fridays, I've got a couple of new classes in the evening. So, you know, the stream time starts a little bit in a later time on Fridays, and also on Monday as well. But on Fridays, I've got these new classes, and it's been going really well. And kind of words are going around, and this teacher texted me and go, you know, I heard everybody was, you know, saying your particularly the in yoga class from 7:30. She says, everybody says it's amazing. Can I come to join you from time to time? So she's working at the same studio as well, but, you know, all the teachers have different timetables. So we don't always come and bump into each other. And she's like saying she would like to come to my classes as well. And I said, of course you can. And that was so sweet, because sometimes you teach classes, you see people coming back, but you don't really know, you know, do they love it or do they not love it? And it's really nice to know that people like it and want to come join me. Abini says, I'm thinking about getting a full set of 2 label CXC. I much prefer it over the 1 label. Abini, so you have tried both, have you? So what would you say is the fundamental difference? I know they're kind of packaged differently, and from my understanding that you can pull a thread out the DMC style, whereas the single label there, it's a bit trickier. You pretty much have to unpack the entire scan in order to use the thread. You can't just pull out a little bit like you could with DMC. Other than that, would you say texture-wise, there's any noticeable differences? I'd love to know. Oh, Valerie Phillips, welcome. Valerie says, my 6-year-old daughter loves watching you stitch with me. If you could say, hi, Kennedy, it will make her day. Hi, Kennedy. Hello, it's Yogi here. Welcome. Yes, do you like my kitty here? Yes. Oh, you have fine taste, Kennedy. If you like Yogi streams, you have impeccable taste when it comes to YouTube videos and everything else, I'm sure. Yes. Saying hello to Kennedy. And in fact, everybody say, let's all say hello to Kennedy. How's that? Yes, wonderful. Thank you, Valerie. River says, I thought someone posted that you can now get the first 35 in CXC. Yes, River, I saw that post on our group as well, and it is on the UK Amazon as well, but I'm not entirely sure. It says CXC 1 to 35, but I've never seen that sold anywhere else. I'm just thinking whether, I'm not saying they're lying. I'm just saying the vendors probably take some liberty to say it's, I think it may be equivalent because I have not seen that sold anywhere else. And it's also slightly on the pricey side as well. I remember when I checked the price, at least in the UK, Amazon, is 35 scans for, I think it was 15, 16 pounds. So it's double the price of the regular colors. So maybe it is from CXC. I just, I haven't seen it being sold anywhere else. So I'm not 100% sure. Yes, hello to Kennedy. And Kelly says, yes, that's to Kennedy as well. Kelly says, hi, Kennedy, I live in Canada. Nice that you watch Yogi too. Yes. Wonderful. So Kelly's joining us as well. And Jamie says, one of my favorite parts is kitting up a project. I love kitting up a diamond painting as well. I'm a bit OCD with organizing stuff. Rearranging my craft room is such fun. I get that. I get that. Yes. I think, when it comes to stitching and crafting, organizing our setup and environment is part of what it is, isn't it? And I often say that when my organizers, thread organizers are in order, I feel my life is in order as well. So there's a constant effort to keep everything kind of efficient and in certain order, even though I'm naturally messy, so my sense of organization might not be the same as everyone else, but I do my best. I understand that. But when kitting up, I think it's about patience, right? Because when you're kitting up for a project, particularly, you know, when it comes to max colors, it takes a little bit of time, and my mind is racing toward the first stitch. I want to get that first stitch. So that's why. Otherwise, you know, it can be quite relaxing. You just, you know, sort of organizing your floss in an order. Yes, it can be quite relaxing too. Beautiful. So now I have to decide where to go. I think instead of going down and fall off the view, I'll probably go sideways and then find my way up. There are quite a few stitches here. So I'm trying to do it in a way that I'm not going to lose my way. Let me do this one as well before I move up. You can see this little thigh drumstick, little drumstick of Alien Kitty, Alien Dolly forming there. That's very cute. So let me do it this way. So just make sure 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's correct. So I'm going to gradually move up there. So Ebony says, in my opinion, the two labels feel better quality. It just feels better and doesn't have the lumps and bumps I find in one label. Oh, so that sounds nice. I mean, you know, I don't occasionally, yes, with CXC, with these ones, because the texture is a little bit more fluffy. So sometimes you get little knots, you know, like little bit that's not totally even. It does happen, yes. So Ebony is saying the two label ones are better made, which is interesting. So maybe it's a kind of improved version. It's possible. Maybe they made the one label and realized that there's some areas they can improve on the thread and then come up with two labels. So essentially it makes it easier to take the thread out as well. But I only wish the price isn't more than the one label version, because depends on where you buy it. I think the prices are a little bit higher. I don't know if I'm correct, at least from the vendors I've checked. The prices, it's some places much higher. We finished this one. I'm going to keep going with 310, I think. Feels good. Alison says it was CXC from Amazon. Someone posted a link in a group page. Have been using it a fair bit, but I like one label. But I also ordered 1 to 35 CXC from Amazon, and those came with 2 labels. So are they branded as CXC, the 1 to 35? If they are labeled as CXC, then they are from CXC. It's just that when I looked at the link on Amazon, I wasn't totally sure. They look like 2 labels to me, if I remember correctly. But it's just the prices is about double of the regular ones. Right, let me take 2 more pieces. I really enjoy the 310 stitching today. Let me take these ones out. It's a little bit tangled. It can happen with CXC from time to time. Night night, Joyce. Have a lovely sleep. Whoops. I hope you feel better soon. Right. So from here, I'm going to, so I can go up and move down again. It's probably better. So I'm going to restart here. Little alien kitty. Alien dolly. Live with Natty. Welcome. And she says, well, a beautiful chart. It is, isn't it? It's so fetching. Really sweet. It's got that Halloween theme there, but without this being scary. Because some of you, I know, you're stitching charts that literally look scary. Genuine spookiness. And this is, you know, fun spookiness. Kelly says, Kitty's looking good. Yogi, I'll be excited to get it. Tula Ghost. Yes, absolutely. You know, but even the tombstone on the right there's a little mini pumpkin there. That looks so sweet as well. That'll be quite fun to stitch. And with the tombstone, I'm very tempted to add something onto the tombstone. You know, like writing or something. Because that space is kind of wide open. River says, so far so good on this diagonal. Not getting my nerves yet. Yes. I mean, you know, I'll probably try it at some point. But I think for me, it's just too neat. It's against my nature. I can manage block by block, but very often I start to kind of deviate and start to stitch outside the boxes. Right. And Silver says, can we all talk about a thought for all the black cats? They shall be maligned due to superstition. As an owner of black cat and a black and white cat, I just wanted to say they should be protected. Well, I think, yes, I have heard of, because I had a few tuxedo cats in my life, and I've almost forgotten about that because, yeah, some people think it's not it's unlucky to have black and white cats or black cats. Obviously, that's totally silly, but culturally, there's something about black cats that is kind of a symbol of darkness or something. But we all know that's totally not the case. Kimberly says you can put your initials and a date you finish on the tombstone. I think Steve will love that idea when you Steve wanted to put my name on the tombstone. Yes. And River says, just put rest in peace. In pieces. Rest in pieces. Steve says, just finish the flowers. No, stitching 310 kitty with you. Lovely. You'll probably meet me somewhere, right? If you're starting from the bottom, you'll probably do a little legs, little paws first. And I'm looking forward to the flowers, actually. I'll probably do a little bit before I come back to fill in the kitty. Oh, but doing the outline is so much fun, Steve. It's you can see the shape happening so quickly. It's good fun. The little thigh here, drumsticks. me take a sip of my tea here, actually. Still piping hot. Kelly says, I would never stitch block by block or diagonal. I'm not that disciplined. I've always stitched sort of free, loose cross country, but not too far ahead. What's a ready stitch? Yes, I think that feels natural to me as well. But occasionally, I like a little bit more structure. It's just more fun, isn't it? So when I do block by block, I park all the time when I'm doing block by block. And it's kind of fun. But a lot of times I'll do a little bit of that and just start cross country. That happens a lot. So I'm switching methods quite a lot. You know, I'll park a little bit and I'll decide not to park, and then I'll miss parking. I'll go back to parking. So on and so forth. But now, you know, with Saga, I have a lot more sort of choices on how how I stitch, which is great fun. You know, different sorting orders. Kelly's got a potato timer. Is it a timer that looks like potato, or is it a timer that's made of potatoes? Or is it a timer that's timing for the potato cooking? We need to know. Wendy says, black cats are thieves. They steal your heart. Oh, Wendy. I had 2 black cats and 1 tuxedo cat over my life. I know. All cats probably have that. They're all thieves, actually. All cats and dogs. They're here to steal our hearts. Absolutely. Steve says, I might go with the outline so I can fill in improv style to make it look like my Charlie. Kitty, wow. That requires a little bit of confidence and skill, but you know, Steve is got all that. Steve kind of makes modifications to charts that I wouldn't even dare to do. I'm looking forward to see the result of that. Yes, River. It happens, probably happens to most of us. So I do admire people who just stick with diagonal, straight line, one strip at a time, one panel at a time. It's a different kind of human being. I'm not one of them, for sure, I know. It makes me nervous just looking at the straight line there. Oh, the potato head timer. Mr. Potato Head timer. Potato head. Yeah, I wonder how many people are still using sort of kitchen timers. Because everybody just use their phone, don't they? It's got everything. Oh, river, of course. Birds too. Yes, river's got little birdies as friends. Yes, animals. Animals. I'll go as far as saying for some people, maybe snakes and lizards, for them, reptiles. If you love them, that's all it counts. And Kelly says the only charge I ever modify is Winter Queen. I change her dress color to light purple lilac. Well, it takes courage and some skills as well, because I suppose with the markup apps, you can probably change the swatch or the thread number. But the thing is, it's probably not one, you can't just sweeping the entire thread color and change it to other colors. It doesn't always work that way. So it needs probably more subtle just, modifications there. And that, it gets tricky. You have to do it on the fly and maybe follow instinct as well, which I have none when it comes to stitching. Steve says, I find it fun. Find it a fun challenge to alter, rearrange patterns, helps keep the brain sharp. Absolutely. So Steve is not only sharp with his tools, with yarn work, he's sharp, he's training his brain as well. But I think stitching itself, it must be good for the head, because it requires a lot of mental organizations, and pattern recognition constantly. Even if you stitch block by block, there's a certain sort of visual and mental organizations that's required. And if you stitch for hours a day, like our Sarah, it's got to be, it will probably keep your brain sharp, quite sharp. And I've seen the evidence with Sarah. She can spot my mistakes from miles away when no one else notices. She goes, no, you marked that one wrong. Yes. There you go. I think there's clear evidence. The stitching is good for your brain and everything else. Keep stitching. Alandria's got a cat. I've shared him in the group. What I haven't shared are my 15 tarantulas. Hello. One jumping spider, one Scorpio, and an obtene stick insect. Nice to meet you, Alandra. I'm not coming to your house, okay? Oh dear. All right. So Elandria is a fan of our insect friends, particularly spiders. Okay. But it's all about connections, isn't it? If you're connected, if you feel a connection with a certain, you know, creature, it doesn't matter what it is. A connection is a connection. But just beware, the kitties might, you know, try to catch the spiders. That's what they do. So tarantulas, they're huge, aren't they? Oh dear. But they're furry. They're furry. Are they cuddly? Can you give them a hug? Yes, too much information, Kelly. Yes, I'm a really visual person, so if you mention spider, hairy spiders, that's what I see in my mind. Not in a very good way. I'll start to have panic attack. No, I'm kidding. That's fine. I'm fine. Okay, let's have a look. I might just keep going with 310 and stuff from here. How's that? It's really good fun. Such great fun stitching the outline. Let me get 2 pieces out. Kimberly says, my grandson has a tarantula, jumping spider, and a python. He loves them. Those are 2 dogs and the fish. And they're all his. He's 9. He's 9. He's looking after all these creatures. Wow. And a python. Python is big. And where do they live? Do they just live in a kind of like a cage? They don't run around like cats, do they? Oh, let me move down and do a little bit of a chest area. Oops, let me start again. I'm starting uneven already. Look at this. So let me line up the 2 pieces a little bit better. They're totally off. That's better. Let me snip this bit at the bottom. Susan says, I like stitching 310. I think that's why I enjoy the long dog sampler. Yeah, I think samplers, you know, it's a different kind of enjoyment, I think. I haven't done one for ages, but I'm looking to do, you know, the one with alphabet. And I've got another pattern that's got trees as well is from is it Manners Wood? Can't remember the name of the chart creator, but yeah, it's quite relaxing. The simplicity of it when you do just single color. I haven't done one that's just one color, but I've done sort of samplers that doesn't involve that many colors. And it's just a different kind of, enjoyment. Oh dear, this lake is a little bit funny. I think this chart is really well made because the stitches are so effective. You don't need that many stitches before you get really nice definition. I think in some ways, this type of chart is probably harder to chart. The full coverage, they probably use the software and to generate the initial composition. And then maybe it's up to the chart creators to go in and fine tune it. Whereas this type of charts, you probably need to manually start from scratch, right? You probably have some idea of what images you're trying to build, but you have to go in literally one stitch at a time and build it from there. And I'm sure that's the case with samplers as well. One stitch at a time. Maddie's on 27% on the B elemental. Very nice. Rosewood Manor, yes, that's the one. I love their patterns though. But the thing is, they only do paper patterns. But I think it's probably okay. Normally I just take a picture of them. I don't work from paper necessarily. I'm just paranoid that I'm going to destroy the paper pattern. So I tend to just take a picture, nice picture of them, and turn them into PDFs and work with the PDFs. And also, Susan, I saw your post of your printed pattern from Hade. I'm really surprised, actually. I think it's probably just one of the chart being faulty because Susan works with paper pattern and she had the paper version of the traveling library from Heaven and Earth, and they're really, really badly printed. The symbols they're distorted, some of them, and some prints are some parts of the charts are faded with the print, with the ink. I think you should ask them to send you a better version. I'm sure it's not normally like this because they do paper patterns on a regular basis, and I haven't heard anybody complaining about them. So just send them your photos of the chart and ask them to send you replacements. I'm sure they will. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this one is already done. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Kelly says, I could not print this spooky season pattern no matter what size I tried to print it. It was unreadable. This one, but it's a PDF, isn't it? You should be able to print it if you do choose to. And Susan says, I had to accept the PDF. This was the version I printed. Oh, the version you printed at your library. This is the reason I like professional printing. Susan, I was under the impression that you got the paper pattern printed by Haid. So did you end up getting a PDF and printed it yourself? In that case, that probably explains it. Maybe the printer was running out of the ink or for some reason. But the symbols, do the symbols look correct on your PDF version? Because some of the symbols are partially missing. That shouldn't happen with PDF. I was under the impression you bought the paper pattern from Haid, and I was quite surprised they came out like that because they're professionals. Kelly, you shouldn't need to go to a professional printer. If you've got a printer yourself, you should be able to print from PDFs. No? I mean, it's just a PDF with this pattern. Oh, my little alien dolly's got little chesty hair here. Little chesty 310. The stitches are so effective. 1, 2, 3, 4. So Susan, tell me, did you end up getting PDFs version and you went to a library and print the patterns yourself? Because the last time I remember you were talking about it, because Haid was, they were asking you to pay more for the shipping. And I just gathered you probably ended up paying them that amount to get the pattern. Yes, if you go back to the library and print them again, maybe, better luck this time. Maybe they topped up the ink of the printer and you'll come out better. So Kelly, you probably have an Android phone if you can get your pattern keeper on your phone. I think it's perfectly fine because these patterns are, this one is quite simple, isn't it? They're not that many stitches involved and also it's not confetti. So you should be fine using it off the phone. Quite fancy a piece of chocolate actually. I actually haven't had supper because I came home a little bit later and I felt I need to top up. Okay. Chocolate button, the usual. Power snacking for power stitching. So good. Yes, Kelly. So when you try to print this pattern, did you try to make them a little bit larger, easier to see? But I think for most patterns, they probably try to fit the pattern one page at a time, right? To fit into that A4 space. But if you want to make it larger than that, then you probably run into a little bit of trouble because essentially you have to break up the page. The PDF doesn't kind of reformat the chart for you. So you probably end up with larger print, one page, but partially printed for other pages. Beautiful. See you later, Kelly. Enjoy the potatoes. Oh, Susan, really wise advice from Susan. Susan says, are you having balanced diet, a chocolate in both hands? In one hand right now, do you think I should go double button? Like this? And then one bite each side at a time. Double button chocolate eating. Just make sure my life is balanced, including my chocolate eating. Night night, Ashley. Enjoy the sleep. Sweet dreams. These ones are done. You know what? I'm going to keep going with the 310. It's just like one of those nights. It's just 310's turn tonight. And it creates really lovely definition for the kitty. I love it. Here we go. I'm going to take 2 pieces. They actually run out really quickly. I mean, these are 2 long pieces. Maybe I can do the 6 packs, 6-pack stitching. And with CXC, depends on how you store it. I mean, I leave them kind of loose, on the thread organizers. But they do, if you just look at them like that, there's a little bit of a, slightly wavy sometimes. And I think it's just the way it is. With DMC, they tend to be quite straight. And with CXC, sometimes you would notice kind of waviness. Depends on how they're stored. There you go. So I'm going to keep going from here. It's a little bit, few more over there as well. But it makes sense that I follow this way down. Another piece of chocolate. This is really what I need today. Feels so nice. And the great thing is you can see what's happening instantly. Whereas yesterday, it was great fun. Absolutely. But full coverage, of the size we're stitching, it takes a long time to see what's happening to the fabric. And whereas this one, you can see it so quickly. That's so nice. Let me just count my stitches here. Just make sure I'm in the right spot. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Good. I don't want a frog. No frogging, okay? One, two, three. One, two, three. We do a little bit of a Danish, one leg at a time. I remember when I was doing a lot of dimension kits, This is pretty much how I do it all the time. I'll do Danish. I think I rarely did full cross unless I had to. And if you do, if you get dimension kits, they always come with instructions for all the stitches, and just by default they instruct you to do Danish stitches, doing one leg at a time whenever you can, and you can do top down or bottom up as well. So that's how I knew. That's pretty much my default position when it comes to cross stitching. So I wasn't doing full cross at a time, one at a time, until I started stitching sort of full coverage, because the back is a lot neater when you do Danish, because all the stitches at the back they're vertical. And with that kind of project, I tend to flip back and forth to tuck my thread under stitches. It's a very different way of stitching. This is feeling so good. The disadvantage of Danish stitches is if you need to frog, you know, if you have one stitch somewhere that you need to remove, a lot of times you probably have to remove more stitches, because they will, if you're doing one stitch at a time, one leg at a time, and you need to just correct one of the stitches, you probably have to frog a lot more than necessary. So that's the only downside of this way of stitching. But I think the stitches look tidier as well. I mean, there's subtle difference, but it just feels the stitches come out a little bit flatter. Very nice. And so fast as well. Hang on a second. 1, 2 here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Why is it like this? Why do I feel like I'm one stitch off? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's correct. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's curious. Why do I feel like... How does that work? One, oh dear. Okay. Here it goes. Right. Right. Can you see what's happening here? So over here, from the edge of the left side of this block, So I'm one stitch off actually with these ones. It's supposed to be the second stitch from here. I actually have 2 stitches instead. Right, okay. Now with this one, with this pattern, sorry guys, I probably have to do a little bit of reverse stitching here because these are very bold lines and I don't want them to be wrong in any shape or form. So instead of the 2 stitches, it's supposed to be 1. Steve says reverse, reverse. I know, but it should be okay because these ones I was doing, I was just talking about you probably run into problems doing Danish stitching if you need a frog, and lo and behold, but I think these ones I was doing full crosses, so I might be able to get away with undoing these ones, and then just this little area here, just here, and then somehow not affecting these stitches over here, because these ones are single stitches, like 4 cross at a time. Oh, Laura, I was hoping not to see that emoji, the green thing. Silver Stitches says frog or fudge. I don't think I can fudge this one because these are such strong outlines. You wouldn't be right. So we're literally talking about these ones. Okay, guys. I know. I didn't know we're going to come to this with this stream. You know, it was so harmonious and it was going so well. And I'm thinking whether I should just leave this one open. I don't want them to have any overlap. I'm going to just leave this one. And then I'm going to bring out my power tool here, okay? I'm going to plug it in. And thankfully this is fully recharged. Battery is totally full. And then I'm going to do a little bit of work here. Only this area, really. So hopefully I can reverse till this point, till this stitch, without affecting these ones. All right, here we go, guys. Tune the music, the power tool sound effect. And I am going to, I'll try not to destroy the fabric as I'm doing this. But, because normally if I could, I'll probably try to find the end of the thread and just undo it as I go. But as I have no idea where I ended it. So, power tool is required, okay? And sorry about the drilling noises. I know for some of you it's late at night, but you know, that's power tools for you. Sue says, hello Sue, it's where your finger is have 2 stitches gap where you should be 1, yes. It's here. So up to this stitch is correct. And then I did 1 extra stitch here. I think that's what it is. So everything here is offset for 1 stitch. So hopefully I can do these ones without affecting what's going on the left here. So power tool go. If I could find somewhere that I'm able to just pull the thread out in order, I'll do that, but I doubt it at this point. So it shouldn't be too bad. Because this bit is slightly isolated, I think. And I really don't think I can cover my mistakes here because these are big stitches and 310 as well, so it's not going to let me get away with it. Steve says, can't find a chainsaw emoji. How about a power drill? Some sort of power tool. Yes, apologies for the loud noises. I know, it goes with the territory when it comes to power tools. So, here we go. And with this power tool, you have to be very careful not to, you know, stab the fabric as well. You can literally slice the fabric open if you're not careful. But of course, I'm skilled. I'm very good at frogging. Did I say the F word? I'm very good at reversing my stitches. So I'm a pro here, okay? All will be well. Ish. Yeah, Susan says, where was Sarah when you needed her? Yes, if it's Sarah, she'll be raising the alarms. And I'll see a lot of the green things literally popping in front of my eyes. I know. You'll be fine, you'll be fine. I'm almost there now. It looks very hairy right now, but in a moment, you know, all the hair will be removed. Be nice and clean again. And all the peace will be restored. Look. I don't know why these ones are still clinging on. Oh, almost there. Beautiful job, Yogi. It's all right. I would just, why don't I, let me see if I can turn over a little bit. Like flip, oh, not quite. Hang on. I just need to be able to see, to tease the thread from the others from the bottom side. Yeah, that's better. That's what I wanted to do. A little bit hairy, a little bit fur going on there. This is a heartwarming winter piece. It's got fur there to keep you warm. Okay. This is all by design. By design. It's part of the experience with a winter piece. And a piece of masking tape just to remove the fluff. Oh, good. It's all good now. All good now. Nice and beautiful. Never happened. You didn't see it. Other than these big holes. But this one is a little bit iffy. This one is actually coming off as well. So I'm going to just pull it down here, tease it down here, leave it as a tail, because if I cut this bit off, this stitch will come off as well. So I don't know what would be the best thing to do. Let me tease it under the fabric and leave it there. Hopefully it will get stitched over. So up to this point is all correct, right? Let me undo these stitches as well so I don't get confused. So up to this stitch is correct, I think. And then I'm going to come back to do those. I'm going to just finish this bit. Yogi, get an extra button for your hard work. Kimberly, that's such a great point. All that power tool action. I'm actually getting a little bit peckish. Yes, you're right. Yogi deserves another button. Here we go. You and me, Kimberly. Cheers. Kimberly says, are you wearing safety glasses? Of course. And safety belt. I've got a fluorescent vest on. I stitch safely, Kimberly. You know, I have to set a good examples for all the fellow stitchers. Safety first, okay? Wear your goggles, helmet, and a safety vest as well. Make sure you can be seen in the dark. There you go. Nice chocolate. Fully restored. Great idea, Kimberly. There. And now I'm going to pretend it never happened. Okay? I'm going to keep going. But it's a good job that this area is going to be covered. Imagine if this was kind of simpler. What do you do with this? All the big holes. I suppose if you wash it when you finish, whenever that is, you can give it a wash. It will probably, everything just realign. But until then, it's a bit of an eyesore, isn't it? And these big holes. Do you have tips for that? This is all good. I'm going to count mindfully. My skillful removal of those offended stitches. Oh look, with this one, I started off completely even and this one ended up like this. There you go. Who knows? It doesn't bother me, it's okay. And my stitch here and come back to cover up the crime scene, okay? Right, I'm going to pull out my 310 here. Today is 310 stitching. It's a special kind of stitching. There we go. Alison, you didn't see that, did you? Because nothing happened. If you think you saw something unusual going on than my usual power stitching, you're imagining it. So now I'm gonna just maybe start here to secure this stitch because I don't want anything to come off from here, okay? So that's my last stitch there. So I think what I'm going to do is, I'll probably, I'm trying to think, because I want to secure this stitch and make sure, let me just pull a tail underneath, because I left a little bit of thread underneath, so I just want to make sure it's tucked down. I need to cover my crime scene here, okay? So hopefully I caught that little tail there. So it was these two, right? So now this is correct. I think it's all good now. And all these stitches will be, the area here will be covered quickly. Yes, I think we're good now. Okay. And I'm going to just keep moving up to connect this bit as well. It does look very different. I don't think, you know, it would have been correct, been good to kind of just cheat and just leave it, because, you know, these are bold outlines. It wouldn't be a good idea to just leave it, which is very tempting. Two stitches. Oh, no, you can't see anything anymore. It's all good. It's beautiful. It's perfect. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Magic. Order is restored. Peace return. So it's more like a heart shape, whereas before, yes, it looked a little bit different. So it's got like a paler little chest hair. Dolly as well. Dolly has white chest hair. And I think the first session when I did this pattern, this panel, I was very tempted to make the lighter shade of this color more white, because my dolly, you know, you've never seen my dolly. A little bit dolly time here. You know, it's like oh, look at that body shape. There's a lot of fine, you know, great quality cat food going on there. A lot of prawns, and fish. And but you can see there's very white chest hair there. And I was tempted to make the pattern, you know, the chest area a little bit whiter, but I got scared, because to change the color of the chest hair, it's the same, similar colors around the face as well, so everything get changed. And I just wasn't sure about that, so I decided to just be a good girl and just stick with the pattern. But then again, this is the alien version of the kitty, so you know, naturally it would be a little bit different, slightly darker in shade, which is perfectly normal. That one. Have I done these two? Yes. Oh, hang on. Chloe says, I just had a quick shower and came back to see you stitching were magically fixed. Exactly. A shower is how you fix stitches. You know, next time, if you see me making mistakes, just jump into the shower, and by the time you come out, all will be, you know, repaired, okay? With my power tool and everything. Well done. Chloe, I hope you didn't hear the noises as I was using my power tool. I know for some of you it's late at night, the noise was deafening. So, sincere apologies. But it's all fixed, you know? So I'm just double checking here. It looks a little bit odd here. So I've got it here. I think I marked a couple of stitches that I haven't done, which is very naughty of me. And it caused confusion for me as well. All right, that's better. Ah, I see. I marked the wrong, oops, the wrong stitches. It should be these two. No, that's matching, I think. 1, 2, 1. Why does it not match? Okay, good. 1, 2, 3. Steve says, just do it. Do what? Oh, changing the colors. Steve, you were there. And yeah, but when I change the color of the highlight there, the whole kitty just looks slightly weird, because it changed all the other stitches of the same color as well. See, Steve, you must understand, I'm not as skilled as you. I get scared, okay? I get frightened. So, whether Steve just improv, you know? I cannot improv. I do what I'm told. Susan say, was it Bobby Ewan that came back to life via a shower? Well, Susan, you have to enlighten me. Who is Bobby? Is this someone we know? I have no idea who that is. But I'm glad if Bobby is coming back via a shower. It's magic shower there. And so, Chloe, you need to jump into the shower for me each time I make mistake, okay? And so by the time you come out, all will be fixed. Magic shower. Yes, Steve, because if you change one color, everything else has changed, and I got scared. I wonder, it would be very nice if apps like this, even though it probably goes into the editing element of the functionality, but it would be nice if if the app will allow the stitchers to kind of make gentle modifications, kind of localize area, not just sweeping changes. But I think that's not what the markup app is here to do. You probably need to use some sort of chart creators to do. Oh, Susan says it was Bobby was a TV character. They killed off they killed off one season of Dallas. Oh, I see. They decided it was a mistake, so they brought him back via a shower. Wow, that is a great idea. So someone maybe just take a shower and I don't know, maybe having a shower dream, a dream while taking a shower, and when they wake up and come out of the shower, it was all a dream. Yes, dream is a sort of really important element for a TV drama, because if you just want to redo everything, you just go, well, it was all a dream. Yes, I'm glad they brought Bobby back, whoever that was. Bobby was alive after all. I know of Dallas. I never watched it. Oh, okay. So, his wife was dreaming. Right. So they kill the character, and the writers regretted it. So they decided it was a dream. By his wife. So the wife dreaming that he was dead. But it wasn't true. What a magical TV series that was. I'm sure it was very popular. And Bobby probably thought, well, I got my last paycheck, and lo and behold, I have to go back to work again. What a drag. Normally, if you want to kill off a character, like, maybe they're not getting along so well, or someone's demanding too much pay, a nice car accident, is always a good way to remove a character. Or maybe they travel to somewhere, they go somewhere abroad, cannot be seen or found. So either they move on to another world, or they move to another country. Of course. And I can't remember which drama, or maybe it was sitcom. I can't remember. They literally have a different person playing the same character, and then pretend that no one noticed. So, for whatever reason, they got rid of the original actor, and then just replace the same character with another actor, and just hope no one noticed. I can't remember which one that was. It definitely happened. And I remember thinking, well, they look nothing alike. They don't even sound alike. Oh, showers are obviously portals. Susan says, yes, shower is magical. And we have witnessed Chloe's shower, magic shower. And by the time she came back to the chat, everything has been restored to the previous peaceful state. Yes, shower is magical. Maybe next Soul Together will be 6 showers. We can have 6 different shower world toward the shower panel, shower portals. Maybe involves different shower gel. I don't know. That sounds like a beautiful idea for a pattern. 6 showers. Irene says it happened also with the daughter of Dr. Mike of Dr. Woman. Oh, I've never heard of that. Is that a TV series as well? So Dr. Mike was replaced by a lady and turned into Dr. Woman. Okay, they're pushing it to the limit there. Oh, but come to think of that, it happens in reality as well. I remember I was dating this guy a few years ago, and he was, I think, a student of Oxford or Cambridge, I can't remember. And he said they had a professor, I can't remember his name, let's say Jonathan. Jonathan was a professor, and he went away during once, summer break, and then came back in winter and autumn as Joanna. Something like that happened. He just went away and just came back dressed like a lady and came back. I think he wasn't transitioned just yet, but he was going to a kind of, gender swapping, kind of, in order to qualify for the actual transition, you have to live as that gender for at least, I think, a year or something before you're allowed to, have the operations, just in case you change your mind. So the professor literally went away as Jonathan and came back as Joanna. And, everybody just carried on as normal. I don't know how many people actually took the magic shower, but clearly someone did. And so, Professor Jonathan came back as Professor Joanna. Renee says, Irene says, there was a young actress that was sub with another. Okay, so no gender swapping. What about Dr. Mike then? So Dr. Mike is a guy, right? And so Dr. Woman is the name of the series? Oh, I have no idea. Enlighten me. So a young actress that was sub with another. Yes. I think if it's a minor character, probably you can get away with it. Not like a leading role. Leading person just came back with a totally different person with the same name and same past. And that's a little bit iffy, I think. River, thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your day, and compliments from River with my power tool skill. Yes, I'm good with power tools. Not good with many other things, but power tools I can handle. And as I'm looking at my time as well, it's close to midnight here. I know we're starting a little bit, just tiny bit later than regular hour. But I think this, I'm going to take 2 strands, 2 pieces, and then this will be my last round, okay? So, of the stitches. So, no, even though I have 2 strands left here, they're together, but instead of using them as they are, I like to separate them first and then bring them together. Otherwise, the thread would be kind of twisted over each other. So I like to take 1 strand at a time and then bring them together. It's just better this way. Irene says it was a series in the 90s set the far west America. Oh, I see. About doctors, right? Not sci-fi like Doctor Who. Doctor Who? I don't know who it is playing Doctor Who right now. They keep changing. And Rachel says the children that played in National Lampoon's Vacations change each time. Each time? Ross and Audrey. Oh. I mean, children, you can probably go, well, they're grown up. They grow up a little bit. So the appearance change, right? But it's much harder with grown-ups. They just come back and look totally different and sound different. But they have the same life. So even though this is my last piece, I've got, pretty long pieces here. So I'm going to do a little bit more down here. I think, or should I go over there then? Why not? So both sides are a little bit more balanced. Let's do that. Irene says, no sci-fi. Mike was Michael, a woman doctor. Oh, Michaela. Okay, right. So it's a lady doctor. But since it wasn't acceptable at the time, she chose to have the people call him Mike. Oh, I see. The actress who played the daughter, who was changed. I see. Yeah, but the thing is, you can call yourself Mike all you want. By the time you show up in skirts, they're gonna go, all right. You're not Mike, are you? I think when it comes to, life and death situation, the gender of your doctor is probably, it shouldn't be your concern. Whoops, not these ones. Oh yeah, it is. Okay. And also, I'm trying to remember who that what movie was. Maybe it was. It's one of those films the actor passed away. Maybe it was Joker, of that Australian actor who passed away during the filming. So they filmed with him. I can't remember. Is it Heather something? I can't remember his name. But he was the one who played Joker in Batman. And he filmed most of it, and then he passed away during the filming. And I remember someone else stepped in to play him. So I've never seen the film, so I don't know how it turned out, but I presume they didn't redo everything. So situations like that happens as well. I think people are a little bit more understanding when someone passes away versus they just don't get along, or someone asking too much money, and they just get rid of them and replace it with someone else. Maddie says, doesn't your stitch count reset at midnight? Maybe your sprint does as well. I think sprint is not affected by the counter reset. I think that what is my guess, because very often I stitch past midnight. I think the counter is just the counter. It's not attached to the dates. That's my guess. I think that makes a lot more, bit more sense. Whereas the calendar part of it is attached to the date. We'll find out. I've never noticed the sprint breaking up into 2 bits. So I think a counter is like a timer. It's independent from the dates. But we'll find out. Imagine you just lose the stitches when the time changes. I'm going to end up with 3 stitches, Yes, Heath Ledger. Yes, that's right. And I don't know who Dr. Panasas is. See, I just don't I don't really watch TV series that much. Hang on, let me double check. I don't want to make mistakes here. This is not a good time to make mistakes. Okay, yes, well spotted. Okay, reverse stitching. Close your eyes, guys. Just close your eyes, okay? Nothing's happening here. Just turn around. You don't need to take a shower. Just, I don't know. Do some forward fold or something. A little bit of yoga stretch, okay? Nothing to see here, guys. And I'll let you know when to turn around, okay? Oh, good, 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 good. One, two. All right, you can turn around now. Nothing happened. All is well, all is well. Okay, nothing to see here, nothing to see here. Other than beautiful stitches and this cute kitty, okay? Oh, cute kitty, distraction, yes, with a cute kitty. It's all good, all good. I really no, no, it was all a dream. Maddie, it was all a dream, Irene. Yes, we just talked about those magic dreams that you can have, okay? It was all a dream in your shower. It was... No. All right, if you think you saw something that resembles reverse stitching, that wasn't true. And I'll prove it to you. See, it's so perfect. Alandria says, I think they had about 5 doctors playing the same guy. Which guy? The Joker role. And they're all in one film. Oh, that's one way of doing it. I've never seen the film, so I don't know what happened to the film. Yes, Irene, it's all good. It was all a dream. And Rachel says, I know the show Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman. Oh, is that the same production as Dr. Mike? Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman. I think it would probably more likely to happen to a long-running show, right? Because if you have a show that goes across multiple years, something's going to happen to someone. I don't know, all sorts of reasons. And, you know, you either kill them off or replace them. And if you replace them with a different person, Maddie says, Yogi, you missed a symbol above where? Again? What? Let me double check. Which one? So I've got this running down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, that looks right to me. Or have I fixed it? Are you referring to the reversal situation? I think this is good, right? It's all good. Good, good, good. Thank you. Oh. So it's like a bit more balance. It's a, you know, you have outlines coming down from both sides. And I'm going to just keep going until I run out of this piece. There's still a little bit left. And you know, today when we play Guess My Stitches, it would be quite challenging for you. I think this will be a hard one because literally, you know, they're all over the place. Good, 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 Maddie. I got nervous there for a little bit. Maybe I can get to the drumstick on the other side as well. Let's see how it goes. So Chloe took a very quick shower for me. And then everything got fixed. One, two, three. And now I'm doing full cross, one stitch at a time. It's just a little bit safer if I need to do reverse stitching technique. You know, sometimes I do that deliberately, just for demonstration purposes. Because some people wondering, how do you do that? You know, how do you reverse stitch? And Yogi is here to show you. It's magic. And I have a feeling that I'm doing quite well today because I think I'm stitching fast ish. It feels like it's smooth sailing. Very nice. So I've got this last bit of thread here. Okay, so guys, so this is the area pretty much working on. I did a few stitches around the ears, just a few, but mostly focus from the neck down. Okay, so you know we can start to gauge the number of stitches, and if you're new to the stream, we play a little game. At the end of every stream, it's called Guess My Stitches. Okay, and it's for you to guess my stitches, as it says on the tin. You know, there's no complication there. And you might be thinking, well, how do I know how many stitches you've done? Exactly, that's the whole point. And I have no idea either, you know. So your guess will be just as good as mine. And it does not require any skills. Look at the chat. Our chat has no skill. And it just a wild guess, okay? It really just that. It's a bit like throwing darts in the dark, and maybe something will stick. So if you like to play with us, you can start offering your numbers, okay, as I'm doing the final few stitches. And of course, I'm still stitching, so you need to add these ones, incorporate these stitches to your final count, okay? And the winner will win the fantastic prizes, and one will be the respect from your fellow stitchers here. It's priceless, okay? You only get it here. And also you get to enjoy the buffet with me. And that's tremendous. It's like having tea with the queen, you know? It's just fine dining, fine tea drinking, and the highest level. And we have fantastic buffet every day, okay? And offered by everyone by the chat. I have nothing. I have some chocolate. But other than that, yeah, you have to bring your own snacks. Bring your own buffet. All right? And let me bring on the state-of-the-art game machine here. And prepare to be shocked. This is NASA technology. All right? Boom. There you go. Go for it, guys. And I am going to end this right here. Maybe manage another stitch here. And you don't have to be spot on, you know. The person has to find the closest number wins. And very often we have multiple winners. If they're equally close, we're generous about that. We've got a big buffet, you know, to share. So we're not stingy. So go for it. Come forward. And if you're lurking, unlurk yourself for a brief moment there. Offer your number and you can run back to lurk again. You know, we won't judge you. I do not judge. Here, the last bit. And let me just give you a quick, very quick recap here. So this is a pattern from Etsy. This is called Spooky Season. Of course, this is for Spooky Season. All right. And I think I'm doing really well with the little kitty here. And just to show you quickly of the markup here, in case you haven't seen it. So I'm on the third panel there with the kitty panel. So the 4 panels, you can approach them however you want. And finally, there's a writing at the bottom. That is also part of the pattern as well. I'm looking forward to stitching that actually. So I'm doing quite well with the kitty here. And let me just zoom out quickly here. That's where we are. Okay, and let me switch back to our game machine here and see how we're doing with our numbers here, guys. So here we go. And until I reveal the number, you still have your chance to come forward, okay? So here we go. Is Susan 300? Oh, Laura 310. And Maddie 325. Everybody's around 300 stitches. That's like 3 blocks, right? And Chloe 347. Brittany 175. Oh, controversial. And Irene 330. Alandria 277. And Sandy 268. Rachel 291. Jamie 177. Sue 175. And Kimberly 258. Oh, so a couple of you are under 200 there. Let's see. Who knows? You should know me by now, my average for this period of time. So let's have a look at what is happening here. Let me highlight the stitches here. So this is where I am, okay? Really, really pretty. And Chow come in as well, 235. Okay, somewhere in the middle there. So guys, are you ready? 3. Oh, Steve, hello, 323. Right, Steve has won many times, so who knows? 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Boom. Oh! The grand total of my stitches today is 352. Yes, 352. Who is the closest? I have a feeling there's some of you. Oh, Kimberly. Kimberly is 258. You've got to be the winner here. Kimberly. Let's highlight Kimberly's number here as the proof. Where are you, Kimberly? Let's have a look. Where are you? 352. Let's have a look. Oh, here it is. 258. Oh no, Kimberly's 258, not 358. No, Chloe, the magic shower, Chloe, 347. Yes, I think Chloe is probably Kimberly. Sorry, it's 100 off. I can't read numbers. Looks like Chloe is our winner today. Yeah, magic shower, Chloe. This is your night. When you wake up from your dream, all of this will be a dream. No, I'm kidding. This is real. Chloe is our winner today. And yes, bring on the buffet to share with magic shower, Chloe here. Here we go. So we've got Steve. Ha ha ha, yes. Steve, bring us hot chili. And Laura, generous spread as usual. And full of all sorts of goodies. And firecracker as well. And Susan, can we have something edible here, like some chocolate or hot chocolate, whatever it is? But trophy is also fantastic. So this is for you, Chloe here, and Susan. Okay, finally, something edible, wonderful. And Chloe's bringing her own. Yeah, Chloe's happy. Yes, it's a shocker. You know, it's totally random, but today is your night. And yes, exactly, Maddie. 7.15 as well. 14 is my let's have a look. Is my percentage 714. So it's very nice too. Very nice too. So guys, with love in my heart and still a cup of tea to finish. And Yogi signing out, and hope you enjoy the buffet and the peaceful stitching today. And if you have seen anything green, you know, any reversing going on there, it was just a dream, okay? It's just a dream, it happens. So from here, from the sleepy London town, night to you all, and enjoy your cakes and your fireworks. And I'll be seeing you tomorrow. So Mondays and Fridays, we start slightly later time. You should know by now, the regulars. So Monday, and I have evening class. So I will be coming back to stitch with you when I get home. All right. And we'll do a little bit of a piece for Chiro Marchetti as well. So bring a piece of Chiro's design and meet me here. Night, everyone. Good night. Nighty night. Bye.